noticed how many trends from the 90s have come back into fashion? Like scrunchies. Those rubber choker necklace things. And impeachment hearings. Yay! Yes, it's been 21 years since the House of Representatives voted to open impeachment proceedings against President Bill Clinton on October 8th, 1998. And on December 19th, Clinton was impeached in the House for lying under oath and obstruction of justice.
History unfolding in the nation's capital today as a somber House of Representatives voted for only the second time in American history to impeach a president of the United States.
But was eventually acquitted in the Senate in February 1999. So he wasn't removed from office. Good for you, Bill. Looking back at the pop culture of 1998, you realize how many things have changed since then, and how many things have stayed exactly the same.
And I'm not even sure that he shouldn't have just gone in and taken the Fifth Amendment and said, look, I don't get along with this man Starr. He's after me. He's a Republican. He's this, he's that. Paula Jones is a loser.
If, like me, you were a child during the whole Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton getting impeached saga, you may have some pretty weird memories of 1998.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
The media talked nonstop about things like what sex is and what the word is.
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is. Yes.
As one BuzzFeed News reporter tweeted, I learned about sex because of the last impeachment. This time, kids will just learn about Ukraine. Sad. For one thing, the way that media figures discussed and joked about Monica Lewinsky makes 1998 feel like a long time ago.
You have been described as a bimbo, a stalker, a seductress.
Late night and comedy shows obviously took aim at the president, but also ridiculed Lewinsky in ways that feel very cringeworthy and sexist in 2019.
Top 10 list, let's try this. Number 4, does this font make me look fat? The number 1 possible first line from Monica Lewinsky's new book, Me and My Big Mouth.
In other ways, 1998 feels a lot like today. It may seem like nothing can top the strangeness of 2019, but you have to remember that 1998 was the year the world went wild for Furbies and Teletubbies. It was the year that Ginger Spice left the Spice Girls. It was earth-shattering. And people thought they could lose weight by eating chips with Olestra, the fat substitute that gave people the runs. And speaking of running, 1998 was also the year that pro wrestler Jesse Ventura ran and won in the race to be governor of Minnesota. Anything is possible. Meanwhile, the soundtrack of 1998 includes some jams that have stood the test of time. If you wanted to spend this impeachment season getting down to the soundtrack of the last impeachment season, the number 1 single on December 19th, 1998 was, well, it was an R. Kelly song, so if you don't want to nostalgically listen to an alleged serial rapist, instead, you can listen to the unproblematic, longest reigning number 1 single of 1998, Brandy and Monica's The Boy Is Mine. Or there's always the Backstreet Boys, Pras and Maya, and Will Smith doing this. But what should you watch to get in the impeachment spirit? Well, 1998 was a huge year for movies. Saving Private Ryan, The Big Lebowski, The Parent Trap, Armageddon, The Truman Show, You've Got Mail, and There's Something About Mary. And just days before the House voted on articles of impeachment, Shakespeare in Love came out, produced by one of the most famous ghosts of 1998 to haunt 2019, Harvey Weinstein. The echoes of 1998 don't stop at the movies, though. That was also the year that Fox and Friends first aired, whose number 1 fan and longtime contributor now sits in the White House.
And Fox and Friends in the morning is the best show, and it's the absolute most honest show. And it's the show I watch.
If that's not your bag, though, you can still get your 1998 TV throwback by watching reruns of Sex and the City, Dawson's Creek, and Pokemon, which all came out that year. Some things about 1998 haven't exactly come back, they just never went away. Just days before the House charged him with 2 articles of impeachment, President Clinton launched Operation Desert Fox, a 4-day bombing campaign by the US and the UK in Iraq. Saturday Night Live took the opportunity to call the campaign a distraction from impeachment.
Look, buddy, I need you to help me out here. This Monica Lewinsky thing is getting pretty hot again. I could use a distraction. Couldn't you spray a few Kurds with anthrax?
Hey, Saddam.
Monica, you never call me anymore. Thanks for the beret. I love it. I love it.
1998 was a year of politicians talking about sex. And not only in the Clinton saga. It was also the year that failed presidential candidate Bob Dole starred in a series of commercials for Viagra, which came out that year and was the most profitable new drug of all time.
You know, it's a little embarrassing to talk about ED, but it's so important to millions of men and their partners.
Good for you, Bob. So, there was a lot of sex in politics in 1998. It remains to be seen whether phone calls with Ukrainian presidents will capture the pop culture imagination in quite the same way. Of course, if you weren't a fan of the 90s, or you want to get even more old school in your impeachment throwbacks, you can always revisit the biggest pop culture trends of President Andrew Johnson's impeachment in 1868 by getting down to the hit song "Her Bright Smile Haunts Me Still" by J.E. Carpenter and W.T. Wrighton. Play us out, J.E. Carpenter and W.T. Wrighton.